Hello, everybody. I just recently got back from the Minecraft movie, and boy oh boy, I liked it. There was a lot of hints and stuff connecting the Minecraft world to this movie. Now, before I start, I would like you guys to know that I am talking about the movie in this video. That is all this video is about. If you don't want spoilers, just don't watch this video. I'm going to talk about the entire thing. So first, I love how all the actors did and their roles, how they all played them. It was very nice. It was very good. All the CGI, I loved that. And I loved when the first bit at the start, it was the loading screen. The loading screen when you load up a new world and it shows generating world loading terrain. That stuff, yeah, it showed that and that was really fun. By the way, I this world that I'm walking in is part of another video, so stay tuned for that one. When the people were in the village, there's pickles on the floor, but when the people were in the village, I really felt like they put the Wandering Trader in there. That was such a good addition. And like he was in every scene too. It's like he is everywhere. Like come on, villagers everywhere. That's kind of that's a lot, but it makes sense to what's actually in the game. They do show up everywhere. Most of the content that was in the movie was actually in the game. Is actually in the game, and I really appreciate that. But there were a lot of things that they missed out on, and a lot of things that they probably could have done better, and a lot of things that just aren't in the game unless they're modded. Like the tater tot launcher. That come on, guys. Who tater tots? I just realized I didn't turn shaders on. I'll turn shaders on for you guys. But one thing that got me super upset, it didn't really get me super duper upset, but when they went to the Woodland Mansion. Now, I I knew there were totems. I knew the prop was a totem. I saw that he had one in the chest where they got the ender pearl, the first ender pearl, but they didn't show how to get the totems, and I wanted to see a fight between an evoker and someone. I wanted to see how the studio would have done that fight because the evoker is probably one of the coolest mobs in my opinion in the game. It's just very cool. Dark magic. It's very cool. So I think they missed out on an opportunity there. And another thing that got me super off guard. I'm jumping around the entire movie. This is not in a straight timeline, by the way. Another thing, when they were first sheltering from the mobs at night, come on, he had like 5 stacks of oak logs. They didn't show him cutting down all those trees. They didn't include much. Like the entire movie is focused around the Nether and them invading the overworld. Now, I feel like they could have done more with the Nether. The Nether is kind of they kind of just only made the Nether about the Bastions. They made the Nether only about the Bastions, which is not what the Nether is about. It's more than that. You got the different biomes of the Crimson and the Warped Wood, which are amazing woods, and they should have added them. Now back to things that I like. I'm gonna stop hitting on this game and on this movie and saying it's terrible. It was not terrible, but I did notice Dan TDM was in the movie. Now, I'm pretty sure he made a video about it, but I didn't watch it. And they were auctioning off Steve's possessions, and I saw him, and I gasped because I had no idea he was in the movie. And then later on, the dog, or actually, it was earlier than that, but the dog, it was Dan TDM's dog. That is so cool to me. And I feel like I just have to. I have to make some sort of way to I gotta talk about the villagers, the nitwit dating the principal. I don't know the name. I think it's just principal. It's played by Jennifer Coolidge. But oh my, that was hilarious. I think that was very funny, and it gave a use to nitwits. Because if you don't know, nitwits are villagers that can't get jobs. And at the end, if you didn't stay for the end scene credits, oh, they got married. It was surely something. Nitwits made useful. There's this one scene where they're in the restaurant and she's flirting with him and all that stuff, and the waiter comes by, and the waiter was Jeb, one of the developers of Minecraft. That was really cool. I also gasped at that moment. That was I greatly appreciate that. Bring the developers into this movie, that is a very smart thing to do. Like they did with Dan, and how much of an influence he has had on the game. Probably one of my favorite parts of the movie was when they did the water bucket clutch. That was amazing. That really showed that it is Minecraft, and a single cubic meter of water can save you from any height, which is absurd. And don't change Minecraft. Just don't change. The end, the final fight scene of the movie at the big Nether portal. I want to talk about the leaders of the piglins, like the leader of the piglins. What was that? Like that was bad. You could have just made it like a brute or something. I would have been fine with that, but no, it had to be this old grouchy talent show loser. That kind of sucked. But yeah, I mean, it made for a good character, I think. And in that fight, there were so many iron golems. So many iron golems. And there was this one iron golem that had boots. Boots. Yeah, it wasn't the most Minecraft realistic thing. And I kind of disliked it because, we don't have iron golems with super abilities, which Mojang plays it. Now, the last thing I really do want to talk about is the minecarts. When they were under the mountain, in the minecarts, why? Why did they go so fast? You could actually outrun a mob in those minecarts. Minecarts in this game are not that fast. Make them faster, please. And I know they already did, but you have to charge them up. And that's not really the most survival friendly thing to do. And finally, that is it. Thank you for watching me go on about the Minecraft movie. I really enjoyed it. It was an amazing movie. The actors did an amazing job. I'm happy that they include some actual, real life people that work on the game and had a very big influence, like Dan TDM and Jeb. Those were very fun. And I would recommend studying Minecraft before you go see the movie.